Greetings, everybody. Jazz the Medium here. First, I would like to thank everybody for supporting me in these readings via YouTube. I'll probably be doing them once a week or so, maybe twice. Let's just see how these go. Thanks to everybody that supported me and sent their questions in. I greatly appreciate it. Before I get started with the readings, I always like to give a quick message. And my quick message is how a lot of people have questions. And I guess my message is you don't always have to consult a psychic or medium to get your question answered. The best person to ask a question to is yourself. One way that I like to do it when I ask questions is that, or even if I miss an ancestor or a loved one, one of the things that I like to do is to go into meditation. So what I do is I do my breaths, I relax myself, and I go into meditation. But while I'm going into meditation, I'm asking myself, like, let's say I want to know if I should leave my job. So while I'm going into meditation, I'm asking, like, why should I leave my job? I mean, should I leave my job? 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 And I just kind of meditate on it. And usually either one or a few days after it, I either come out knowing what I need to do, or sometimes it may be presented to me in a dream. So if you do it that way, it's very important to pay attention to your dreams and what you're dreaming, because there's lots of messages in your dreams. Another thing that I do is I might ask for a sign. And here's a good example. I might say, should I do something? And if the answer is yes, then the first thing I will see is I'll name something impossible, like a flamingo, like a pink flamingo, things you don't see every day. And then if I say no, I'll ask to see a turtle, you know? So one time I did it and I asked to see an armadillo, and I don't ever see armadillos, you know what I mean? And that was for yes, and no was for like a baby bird eating a worm. It was just something that was so random. And later on that afternoon, as soon as I turned on my phone, there was an armadillo right there on my phone. So it just never changed. It's just weird. Or I had somebody told me they got a yes and a no. They said yes for a turtle and no for a rainbow. And she sent me a picture, and it was a picture of a turtle and it had a rainbow on his back. So it's like, maybe. So try that and see how that works. Another thing you could do is if you have a deceased loved one and you miss them and you would like a message from them, pay attention. You know what I'm saying? Just simply ask and pay attention. What signs are they sending you? Do you see things that remind you of them? Or like, do you have dreams about them? That'd be like a visitation. Do you see things, or do you smell something that reminds you of them? That's their way of telling you they're here. Or animals, or especially cardinals or birds or butterflies. Those are all signs that our loved ones are with us. You know, just kind of pay attention, you know. I remember taking my son down to college and I dropped him off. Well, I was really worried. I'm like, oh my God, who's going to watch after him? And I'm pulling out the campus, leaving him when I'm about ready to boo-hoo. And then I see this sign that says, Willie Mae Latham Taylor Park. Well, my mom's name is Willie Mae, and you don't see her name plastered on no big old thing like that, even though Willie Mae down south is fairly a common name. But I'm driving out and I'm just like, Willie Mae, okay, mama got him. You just kind of know, like, mama got him. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get these readings started. Just a second. Be right with you. Let me get my cards out. Okay, guys, I'm back. I've got several decks out, just depending on the nature of the question you asked me. I'm going to share what decks I use. I've got the Psychic Tarot for the Heart by one of my favorite psychic mediums, Holland. I'm going to be using that for some of those love questions. I got Talking to Heaven from James Van Praagh. This is a newer book. This is a mediumship deck. I never thought of using a mediumship deck, but this deck is actually pretty dope. So I'll be using this one for those who want to connect to loved ones. And then I'm also going to be using my abundance guide, my Angels in Abundance guide. This is by Doreen Virtue. And those are for people who are having any money questions or anything I want to know about their finances or anything like that. And then I got the Angel Tarot by Doreen Virtue and Radleigh Valentine. Now this is one of my favorite tarot decks. It always has been. It's actually kind of worn because I use it so much for myself. So I want to let you guys see my ritual that I do every day. I do have a ritual that I do every day right before I read. The first thing I do is I light my incense. Look, I'm hood. I don't have an incense holder. I gotta order one. I gotta hit up S.I. Myers for another incense holder. I don't know where my last one went. It got lost in the move. So I got my incense going. Gotta light my candle. And y'all, look, just a disclaimer. My kids are hanging out with a babysitter. I'm at home. So if they walk in the door, you might hear them. Okay? Another thing I like to do is I burn a little sage. Not much, but just a little. Just a little. Got my little sage stick. I got sage bundles for sale if anyone's interested. My sage bundles are these things right here. They're $3.50. They're $3.50. And then after I burn the sage, I burn Palo Santo. And Palo Santo, it brings in more positive energy. I love Palo Santos. And I love sage too. Burning the wood. Palo Santo has a beautiful smell. I love to burn, especially when I'm cleaning the house. I love to burn, put on my groovy music. I'm an old schooler. I love old school R&B. And I burn that Palo Santo on up. And it feels good. Okay. I have an oil that I use made by a friend. This oil is not yet on the market, but it's very powerful. It's an intuitive oil. And I've only been using it a few days now. I love it. I put a little bit on my third eye, a little bit on my temples. Roman. It just kind of helps open you up a little bit. I'm also going to put some on my hands so I won't be touching the cards. All right. And then I have to do my prayer, the Anabacoic, the miracle prayer. Anabacoic, Gitula, Yamitka, Tatir Tezera, Kabil Rana, Amchasak, Benutahat, Narud Nara, Nakibor, Dorshe, Yikatega, Kavavashama, Barkum, Taram, Rakomantis, Yikatega, Tamigama, Chasin Kadosh Bro Tuska, Nayalata Teka, Yaki, Gael, Amchak, Penenso, Kreka, Duskateka, Shpatanu Kabal Ushma, Tiza Aktulu, Yode, Telmo, Barok, Shim Kabo, Maputo, Leolam, Bayet. Okie dokie. I love that prayer, by the way, too. I'm still getting better with the pronunciations, you know. I know somebody here gonna be like, oh, she didn't pronounce this right. Look, I'm getting better. I learned it, okay? So I've given everybody numbers. I got everybody written down, and I'm not gonna go in any specific order. I also got some water right here for clarity. I'm not gonna go in any specific order. I'm just going to pick and choose. So if I gave you a number like 187, I've got numbers all over here, okay? It doesn't mean anything particular, okay? Let's get started. The first number is number 14. Number 14, your question is, will I overcome personal hardships? Okay. Before I even pull a card number 14, I want to tell you this is a mind frame type of thing. It's a mindset. A good book I want you to read is, and I always recommend his books. He is just a bomb. It's my bro, Chris Enlightened, but he has 2 books in particular. He's written 3, and he's got more coming, but he's got 2 books in particular. One's called Poverty Consciousness, and one is called Wealth Consciousness. And I think with you, number 14, Spirit is telling me that you really need to transform your thinking and how you think. That's what's really going to help you, you know, get to where you need to be when it comes to that. Like, you got to have positive thinking. Like, you're thinking about overcoming hardships. Just look at your hardships as you've already conquered them. They already overcame. You know what I mean? You're just you're taking the steps right now to move into the right direction. That's what you're doing. And I got great news for you. It's coming to pass. Spirit is letting me know that right now is a need to lighten up and let things go and not worry so much. I feel like you've got some great business endeavors coming up, some great ideas. And I'm also seeing some future partnerships and collaborations for you. So things are going to be looking up for you. I will take heed to tell you about money management and making sure that you're managing your money properly. Make sure you're spending your money wisely and saving whenever you do get little jobs here and there. Because the thing is, when you have a small business or you have a product or a service that you offer, that money be little, but all that little money build up. You know what I mean? So a prime example is like 1 month I started calculating how much I'm bringing in every month from readings. And one thing I realized is that it was more than I thought. I'm thinking like, I ain't made no money this month. And when you calculate, you be like, dang, I made this much. Where did it go? That's because it come and go so fast and it's such little money, you don't be think of it. Especially when you be spending 20 here and 20 there like it ain't nothing. So Spirit is also advising you to save. So whenever you get extra money, you need to save. You know, just put some up, at least some of it. I know you got stuff and obligations that you have to do. My Spirit is telling me that you got children and, you know, you got stuff you got to do. You got to pay bills and stuff. But just make sure you're using your spending wisely. You know, try to cut back and cut down on as much as you can, okay? Also, by the way, for those of my decks are already cleared, okay? I don't want y'all to think that I'm just reading y'all from no funky deck. Y'all decks are already cleared, okay? So then the next person we have is number 33. And number 33 wants to know, is their life headed in the right direction? Are they making the right choices? You know what I'm getting for you, number 33, is the same thing, mindset. Because what happens is that when things don't go exactly the way you want them to go, 33, you get all hard on yourself. You're too hard on yourself, and you have to understand that obstacles are part of the process. Remember, obstacles are part of the whole process. You know, I'll be a liar if I sat here and told you that my life was perfect. It might be jacked up sometimes, but they're lessons that I have to learn. You know what I mean? And that's the first thing coming to mind for me. I see your gears turning in your head, number 33, and I feel like you've got some clever things coming. Clever things coming. Put them ideas out. Keep working. I promise you, Spirit is telling me that it is all going to pay off. Just because things don't happen when you want them to happen doesn't mean that they're not going to happen. You just have to have faith and know that they will happen. And you know they will. I feel like you're very powerful and intuitive, and you know that they will. Okay? Spirit is advising you to look at things from a different perspective. And be more open to different things. Basically, it's saying that, again, mindset is the way that you're looking at things. Your life is going in the right direction. Even if it's hard or even if it doesn't feel right, your life is going in the right direction. And it's going in the direction that you need it to go in. Believe me, even when it don't look like it and it feel like it, whether you got an eviction notice or you might lose your car or something else is going on. I'm not saying this is you. I might be talking about me a little bit. I'm just joking. But your life is going in the right direction. Sometimes I believe that the universe, things have to fall into place for things to happen for us. We have to lose things. Things have to slow down. We have to go through standstills. But it's just a hold back and a setup for us to shoot forward. Okay? And I hope that settles with you. I'm also seeing right here a change in your career path, not necessarily on what you do, but how you do it. So the way you used to operate in the current career that you're doing, it may change up and it may be different. So you might come on to something new that's different, but it's not your typical. Okay? So I hope that makes sense for you. You are going in the right direction. You got this. You fine, okay? You just need to stay positive. Watch the negative thinking. And also, I'm sensing a little bit of depression there. Watch that depression, you know, because when it creep up in there, you know, it just gets you. So watch being, I wouldn't say depression, but watch the state of being depressed. There's a difference. You know, when we're depressing, we're just cutting back so we can be introspective. Shout out to Master Sai, he taught me this. You're just stepping back to be more introspective, to figure out what's going on. It's okay to depress. But when you put yourself in a state of mind, which is a medical diagnosis of being depressed, you know, you don't want to stay in there. So keep your head up, keep smiling, keep things going. You got this, okay? Okay, let me take a drink of water and clear out a little bit. Okay, my next number is number 2, okay? Number 2 wants to know, is will my Section 8 be coming soon? I tell you, that Section 8 thing, it's a waiting game sometimes. You just don't know when it's going to come, how it's going to come, was it going to be an obstacle. You know, I had a friend tell me the other day, she said on that waiting list for 3 years, and it came through a month after she signed a lease for an apartment. They did take Section 8. Talking about a headache. Yeah, it happens that way. So, for you, Queen, I feel like it's coming, but there's going to be some delays. But Spirit is also telling me to, you know, don't miss other opportunities waiting for it. So if a better opportunity comes for a better situation, step on in that situation, okay? So it's coming, but there might be some delays. And Spirit is also telling me, do not miss an opportunity waiting for that one. Open your eyes to more possibilities, okay? Because there's more that you can be doing. I hope that makes sense for you, love, okay? All right. My next number is number 10, okay? And number 10 would like a message from their son. This is a spirit message. I'm going to use my mediums. They so pretty. Look at them. They're so pretty. They're so pretty. Okay. Okay. So my spirit is already telling me that this is a gentleman, besides the fact that she told me the gentleman's name. I'm going to pull a card and then I'm going to tell you what I'm hearing from him. He says, although you may not understand it now, everything happens for a reason. Okay? He is making me feel like right now, you've got a lot going on emotionally. He also is mentioning that maybe you should take a moment outside of what is going outside of you and focus on the inside. And he's saying that you let too many people around you affect you and get to you. And you let too many people get up under your skin. And you let too many people all up in here. They need to back up a little bit. So just some reflection and things like that are what you need. He says he loves you. He's speaking of a younger brother. I'm not sure if you have a son. I'm familiar with you and your son, but I'm not sure if you have another son. But he's indicating that he's proud of your son, that your son's doing very good. And this son may have recently had a birthday, so he wants to tell him happy birthday. He loves everybody, and he's sending everybody kisses too. Now, if you don't have another son, I could describe the young gentleman. He's a cute gentleman, maybe a little bit chocolate. You know, thinner. I'm getting a number 15, and I could be off with the age for the young man who might have just had a birthday. And he might have like that little spiky hair that the kids are wearing now. I hate that, but he might be wearing that. Okay, so that's your message, and he sends his love. And I hope this makes you feel better, and I hope you get through. Okay. Let's see. Number 11, and the question that number 11 asks is, should I work basically part-time versus full-time? This is a money question, so I'm going to pull out my money deck, and I'm also going to pull out my tarot deck. Spirit is immediately drawing me with you to the community. So whatever you need to do, it needs to benefit the community. It needs to be some type of community type of job. I don't know if they have like community centers or things you can do that can help others, outreach programs or whatever. That's where you need to be. And it may not pay the most money, but it may be fulfilling. So you might end up doing, you know, more part-time work. I'd rather do 10 part-time jobs doing something fulfilling than something full-time that I hate or that's not fulfilling. Ooh, So, number 11, things are going to start opening up for you rapidly. Okay, some doors are going to open up for you. You have nothing to worry about. I know it was a short delay. I know what you just recently go through. According to your message, it might feel like it, but no, doors are about to start opening for you. I'm getting chills at just saying this. So definitely. I'm also getting my partnership card, which means you're also going to receive help at a healthy, supportive partnership. So if anybody that you know that you trust is willing to come partner with you to help you, you know, get through this, or to help you get to where you need to financially or with jobs, just know that it's coming. And you'll know who it is and what to do, okay? I hope this finds you well, number 11. Also, you've got some business endeavors you need to pick back up on. There's something business-wise that you slacked on that you need to pick back up on it. And that's just straight from spirit. That's straight from my dome. It's something that's your own business. I feel like you've got different businesses, but there's something that's from your own business that you need to pick back up on, okay? That you slacked on. You probably slacked on it because it wasn't bringing in much revenue. So pick back up on it. It's going to be good for you, okay? Now I have a number 88, which is the next one. Another ancestor message, number 88, okay? Number 88, I feel like you have a grandmother energy with you. This grandmother may have recently passed. She's a sweet, sweet woman. Number 88, do you paint furniture? Do you decorate furniture or make things pretty? She's making me feel like you do. She's making me feel like you're very artsy and crafty. This woman would be very loving. She would have loved you and your children and your family. Let's see what message she got from the cards from you. I view her as very fair-skinned as well. So she's either really, really light-skinned, or she's Caucasian, or something that gives her very fair skin. She wants you to know that she sends you loving signs through nature. So like I said earlier, you know, pay attention. Are there certain things or certain animals that stand out to you that remind you of her? She's telling me you've been really missing her lately. And she wants you to know that she's around, and she's around you, and that she loves you all, okay? She's also making me feel like, and it might be a little one that might be acting out a little bit. Like a little one. I feel like it might be a girl, but I could be out. But I feel like it might be a little one that might be acting out a little bit. And she's just telling you to exercise patience. That little one knows that you're hurting. And just kind of be loving. She's also making me feel like there's a decision that you need to make that you're procrastinating about. And she wants you to make it before it catches up with you later. Okay? So that's for you. I hope this finds you well. Thank you. Let me take a deep breath. Ready? Okay. Next number is 72. And 72 was just like a general message. I said messages. Let's see what I can get from 72. My dog is like right up under my leg sleep. She's just not going to let me move. Oh yeah, honey. Number 72. Okay. Okay, number 72. It looks like you may have started something new. But it may not have been the best choice for you, okay? So Spirit is telling me to tell you that I feel like it might be like a career choice or a job. Spirit is telling me to advise you to learn everything you need to learn from this situation, okay? And when it's time to move on, it's time to move on. Do not continue to have courage. The right situation will come to you when it's time, okay? But this situation that you've just embarked on, it might be extremely temporary. But I also want you to know that there are other things and other forces working into place for you. So your dreams may be coming true, okay? I see travel in your future, and I see expansion. I also see a natural, I feel like I see you and I see a light shining outside of you. So to me, that's a sign of spiritual growth. So you got a lot of growth in other places, but this new career endeavor is not the one for you. But enjoy it, learn what you can learn from it, and ride it till you can't ride it no more. I hope that sits with you well, okay? Let's pick another number. Okay, number 36. I'm going to use my love deck. Number 36 wants to know, is her boyfriend the one? Immediately when I'm getting number 36 before pulling the card, there's a lesson that needs to be learned in this situation. But it looks like you and him have a great bond. I'm not going to say per se he's the one, but he's definitely I feel like he's definitely a good match for you. Definitely. You guys have a lot of things that y'all can share with each other. So right about now will be the time to appreciate each other and let things flow just to see where they go, okay? I ain't gonna be like, oh yeah, he the one. I don't know, but this is a great spread right here. Shows a lot of love, shows a lot of sharing. This shows like a deep connecting bond. So I say go for it. Okay. Next number is 2020. 2020. Oh, Lord. Number 27. Number 27 wants to know if she has met her soon-to-be husband. Let's see. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting that. Let's see what the cards say. I'm just wondering if he a red bone. So number 27, if you can inbox me and let me know if he a red bone, I can tell you. I can tell you. I see a red bone with hair. Okay, so now you either have a gentleman around you or a gentleman that's coming into your life, and I just feel like he just kind of giving you life. You know, I got the new vitality card, I got the love card. Y'all helping heal each other. I'm not sure if I see a marriage with him yet though, but I do see a good connection here, and I hope to explore that. I do want you to understand that a lot of times we look for perfection when we're not perfect ourselves. So, you know, just understand that the union may not be perfect and it might take a little effort, but, you know, it's probably well worth it. Because whether y'all end up together, you know what I'm saying, the effort was worth it. If y'all split up, you've learned something from this situation. So always look at every situation like a positive situation. And inbox me and tell me if you're a red bone. I don't know why I'm seeing this red bone around you. I see a red bone guy. It's kind of, you might be a little stocky. Maybe a little bit on the stocky side. Like, you know, like bigger. Not fat, but you know, bigger. Could be fat, but I don't think that's it. So let me know. Okay. Okay. Number 8 is next. Number 8 wants to know if her business is going to flourish. I'm just telling you. My bad. I'm just telling you right now, I'm getting automatically on yes. Your business is going to flourish, but let's pull these cards and see. Number 8, I'm picking up that you're just a natural hustler. You get the job done. You like to work, you get work done. And that's just always been a way about you. And I got the abundance card, okay? So things are coming to you, okay? Make sure you're staying positive and faithful and optimism. I say optimism and this, you know what I'm saying. Just stay positive. I'm sorry, my words are fumbling. Abundance is coming. You're about to manifest anything that you need. Spirit is also telling me that you need to organize and declutter. So when I say organize and declutter, you need to organize your workspace or whatever you're doing or anything around where you work at. Make sure that's organized and decluttered, because you think better when things are clear. But also organize the mind and the body. Don't let things that ain't really got nothing to do with your success get in the way of what you need to do. That goes for people, kids, animals, plants, bills, whatever. Don't let it get in the way from what you need to do. So organize, declutter, stay positive. Baby, it's coming. You about to do your thing, okay? Keep on working. The next word person, number 20. Excuse the ugly faces. This is why I don't do stuff on camera, because this is how I clear. Look. This me at home, talking to y'all on the phone. I try to clear out. Hold on. Okay. Number 20 would like a message from her daughter that is deceased. I'm going to pull these handy dandy cards. She's already coming through with an abundance of love. She wants you to know that she loves you and she's okay and everything is okay on her end. And she wants you to know that she's with you often. She wants you to know this. She says that the card, by the way, is there's no time where I am. Time is only on earth. So that basically says that, you know, she's always with you, and she's got, there's no time limit, you know, and she's also making me feel like, and it's funny she put that on because she's making me feel like sometimes you feel rushed about things, you know, everything's about time with you, but to her, she doesn't see it that way. You know, I think we all know that time is an illusion. She's very much with you. She says you've got some great things going in your life, and she's very, very, very happy for you, and she's sending her love. She's showing me a cap and gown, which shows me an upcoming graduation, which I already knew. I hate reading people that I already know because I kind of know what they got going on. But she also sends me a wedding band. So that's showing me an upcoming wedding. She says don't get, you know, too frustrated or aggravated. Kind of let things flow and don't overstress yourself. She also said don't procrastinate and try to do things at the last minute because it'll be too much. So I don't know if you could be a little bit of a procrastinator or sometime, but try not to be, okay? So try to start doing things now and spreading things out, okay? Hold on just a second. Let me clear out, guys. Give me just a second. I'll be right with you, okay? I need to clear. Okay, guys. I am back. I am back. Okay. So, the next question I have is from number 37. And number 37 says, will I find the right man? And how will I know? How will I know? When you say, hey, how will I know? Okay. I keep my day job. I can't sing. That's my song. Oh, I'm going to play that when I get off of here. Okay, Miss number 37. Number 37, I'm immediately telling you right now that that will happen, but there's something on the inside that you need to do. Okay? Yep, I was right. So basically, it's just, it's coming, but now it's not the time. You know, so if you met anybody right now is not really the time. I don't know if you were hurt from a past relationship because I don't really know you that well. I feel as if I connected with you before, but you may have been hurt in the past that you're still healing from. So that might create a blockage in you meeting the person that you need to meet. I do see somebody in your line, but he's so far away from me, I can't even describe him. That's not for you to get let down though. You're gonna have some, if not already, if not already, you're gonna have several changes in your life, and those changes in your life, this is not room for it. I see an opening business venture. I don't know what type of business you do, but I feel like it has something to do with your hands, and I feel like it has something to do with beauty. So it could be clothes or hair or makeup or something like that. So I feel like that's what you need to focus on right now, and maybe love will come in later, okay? Spirit is also telling me kind of to, spread your wings and allow things to flow. But right now, you've got too much going on around you, okay? And there's going to be a lot of changes coming up, and you need to be free to embrace those changes. And then after all those changes come in and all that stuff happen, the love will come on in and you'll get the right man. You'll know when it's time because you'll be more open to it, okay? You'll know when it's time. And right now, I just feel like there's like a hesitancy on your part, like a what if on your part. Like, man, what if? Like, yeah, I want it, but you kind of where I am. Like, yeah, I want it, bring it in, but yeah, I don't know. You're one of those. So, it's not going to happen right now, but it will. I definitely see somebody. I feel like he's tall, and he's like I'm just feeling tall, dark, and handsome. Okay, tall, dark, and handsome. I don't see no beard, but I see like a 5 o'clock shadow. Like maybe he shaves. Okay, so maybe later, and he might be somebody you already know from the past too. So be on the lookout. You got some business to handle though. You got a business if you don't already have one, and it could be successful if it's not successful already. I gotta feel it could be more successful. You just gotta focus. Okay. Number 78. You want to know how your marriage is right now. Let's see. Well, if I cannot drop the cards. Immediately for you, I'm getting the word sacrifice. Sometimes in order for unions to be great, we have to make small sacrifices, even sacrifices that we want. Especially if we got like routines, Like me, I'm a very routinic person. So it's difficult for me when somebody new to come in to break some of my habits because I'm a routinic person, And even though, I feel like your mate may be flexible, or you might be the flexible one, somebody need to ease up off of something. And you may know what I'm talking about because I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay. I feel like your marriage needs new life. I feel like I'm getting my card for like y'all kind of like at a one of y'all is kind of like I ain't gonna say like a true crossroads where it can be the end or the beginning. I just feel like y'all need new life. I think sometimes when people get together and get married and they've been in relationships for a while, they forget the reasons why they made these decisions. They forget why they fell in love with each other. And I just think I need new life. Like, maybe like a vacation is needed, or a getaway is needed, or maybe a little space might be needed. But I feel very confident that y'all union that y'all have is a great union. I want to stress to you that nobody is perfect. People make mistakes. People do things. It happens. At the end of the day, we're still human on so many on a level. So with us still being human, we gotta understand that things happen and it's okay, But I feel like y'all two are very much in love with each other. Y'all just need to take a vacation, go out of town, start doing things y'all usually don't do. You know what I mean? So we'll see how that goes. I hope that finds you well, number 78, okay? My next number is number 21. Okay, 21 with like a message from their dad. Okay, so for you, number 21, I had 2 gentlemen step through, and I don't know which one's your dad. One's an older gentleman and one's a younger gentleman. One would have died very suddenly, okay? And he's the one with the message. So if it's not your dad, I'm sorry. If it is, okay, we would have to connect personally, because for me, I would have to provide you evidence, and that's like a whole conversation for me to see this is actually your dad. I got 2 gentlemen. One may or may not have been military connected. I don't know which ones was because they stepped through at the same time. I feel like it's a either like it's a close relationship. So they were probably father and son or grandfather and grandson type of relationship. I feel like the younger one may have been the one who died suddenly. One of them died suddenly. It was a sudden death. And it could be anywhere from an illness or to murder, or it's just whatever it was sudden. It wasn't expected. This person's message for you is, this person is indicating you that they want you to pay attention to your dreams. It says, we have been together in dreams. So if you dream about your dad, this may be your dad coming to you in your dreams and sending you love in your dreams. Okay? So if you're not dreaming, you know, you might want to try things like drink a full glass of water before you go to bed. You'll wake up in the middle of the night. It's easier chance for you to remember your dream. You can put a clear bowl of water up under your bed where you sleep at to provide clarity so you can remember your dreams. You can see me, I make a dream serum. Well, it's actually a sleep serum called Dream Catcher, but one of the side effects of it is that it does help people to remember their dreams. So there are several things that you can do. Another thing that you can do that was taught to me by my teacher, shout out to my teacher, S. Ali Myers. What he says, he teaches us to do is when you go to sleep, just say to yourself over and over again, I will recall my dreams. I will recall my dreams. I will recall my dreams. And another thing you can do is go to sleep with the intent to dream. A lot of us, we lay down in bed and watch TV, we fall asleep. No, go to sleep. Turn off your lights, say, okay, I'm going to bed. I want to dream tonight. I want to astral travel, and just go to bed. Okay? I hope that helps you. If you want a more personal connection with your dad, you can always contact me and we can schedule a reading together, okay? It's entirely up to you, my dear. Okay, now we're going to go with number 48. And 48 is my current dude worth waiting for. 48, my spirit is telling me you already know the answer to that question. But I'm going to pull some cards for you to see what we get. But I think you already have a good sense of, you already kind of know what you need to do. And I also feel like somebody already answered this question for you. And it just may not be exactly how you want to hear it or feel it or see it. So I hope this answer right here finds you well. And it might not have been somebody like me. It could have been somebody just talking to you. It could have been somebody in a dream. It could have been yourself who could have told you. So, yeah. I feel like I don't tell people what to do. It's entirely up to you on what you want to do with it. Is he the one with you? The cards are, I'm getting a no. I'm getting that there's a desire for you to move on. So I don't feel like you're completely happy in this situation either. So it's up to you on what you want to deal with it. You are not trapped. You're free to do what you want to do. It's it's an open door. You can walk out that door whenever you feel like it. I don't even think you feel like he's worth it. I think a part of you doesn't feel like it. I don't think that I feel like there's love there. So I don't want you to think that I'm bashing him, because I am not in the business of bashing men. I don't do that. I love them. But, everybody is not good for everybody. Somebody who might be good for me may not be good for you, or somebody who, you know what I'm saying? Just because y'all together don't mean y'all good for each other. So with that being said, it's up to you to make that decision and step out on faith and walk out. You know what I mean? But I don't feel like you're 100% sold. There might be some issues that you may be feeling, or some things on the inside that's got you questioning the situation. But it may be time to move on. It's up to you though. Okay? The ball is in your court. Okay? Be cautious not to give too much of yourself. And don't make yourself too available. Don't give too much of yourself if you're not receiving the same energy. Okay? Have any of you ever been in a situation where you're giving, but this person only gives? So you done gave 8 times and they done just gave you 3. You know what I mean? It's not. And And there's other ways to give. I mean, laying down and talking, spending time together, energy, hugs, spending time together, spending money. It's not only about money and paying bills and doing stuff. It's a lot of things that you can do to balance your energy. Is this person balancing you is the question. Do you feel balanced? Because if you did, then, you know, why these doubts? And whether you admit it or not, there's no doubt in my mind. I can feel it in my soul that you have doubts about this situation. So it's up to you on what you want to do with this situation. If you want to talk more personally about it, you can always hit me up, okay? I can't get too personal in this forum because I'm answering too many questions, but I hope this finds you well, and I hope you understand that this is not from a place of judgment. This is just from a place of, you know what you need to do, you know, and I'm not one to beat around the bush. I'm going to give it to you straight. You know what you want to do and what you need to do. He's not a bad guy at all, but he just might not be the person for you. Okay. Let me clear. We got 3 more to go. Next is number 28. Okay. Number 28. Should I let go of my relationship? Let's see. I tell you, that'd be the hardest thing, trying to figure out what you're going to do, especially when there's time invested and there's love invested. I'm telling y'all, I can't relate. You don't know what you want to do. You know. But then sometimes I look at some relationships like this because I was in one. I look at relationships like being burnt. Let's say there's a fire. Okay? You sticking your hand in that fire and you get burnt. Common sense is you're not going to stick your hand back in that damn fire, right? But some people get so used to being hurt and being in pain, they rather go sit in that fire and burn up. When all they got to do is step out of that fire. Because as soon as you step out of that fire, you know, you get yourself taken care of. You start the healing process. Your skin starts healing. All those burns you got on your skin, they start regenerating. Your body's amazing. You are amazing, okay? So, you know, I understand we all have to experience things. We all have to learn. You know, the first time you get burned, you step out like, you know. But after that, like, why go sit in the fire? You know, an example would be one time my mom was cutting up onions. And I was like, why do onions make you cry? She said, touch it. So I touched it. And she said, okay, just rub your face over here. And I did. Immediately, my eyes, oh my God, my eyes would start watering. After that, I didn't go around rubbing onions on my face. You know, I learned. So when I cut onions, I'd be like, okay, but get up my eye. You know what I'm saying? So some people have to learn how to get out of that fire. Why sit in it? I sat in fire for years. You know, I had to make the decision to leave that fire. I stepped out of it. What you gonna do? And this is just general for everybody. Spirit is just asking me to speak on this. People keep getting with people and they want people to change. But the only person that you can control in any situation is yourself. So if a person isn't doing for you what you like, or if they're not taking care of you the way you want to be taken care of, get out the fire. Instead of crying every day and falling out every day, get your ass out the fire. Next video, get your ass out the fire. That should be a sound. Get your ass out the fire. Get your ass out the fire. Say, no, I'm just joking. Okay, number 28. My love, number 28. Should I let this relationship go? Whoop. Spirit says wait. No, don't move. Don't do nothing right now. You got some thinking you got to do. Spirit is making me feel like you act on impulse, you know? Especially when things don't go the way you like them to go. So, wait. When you make a decision, you make sure you're sure, you know? Stop making decisions and backtracking and making decisions and backtracking. I do that, okay? I admit my flaws. I'm open with those. Spirit says wait. Don't do nothing right now, okay? Explore it. Excuse me. And while you I did just eat, by the way. So while you exploring that relationship, explore yourself, okay? Explore you. Okay, 2 more to go. Number 17. Number 17 wants to know about her love life. Her love life. All right, number 17, my intuition, before I even pull a card, is showing me everybody knows about my Jeep on the rocky terrain. It tells me it's rocky. Every psychic has symbols. My symbol for a rocky relationship is always a Jeep, and it's a rocky. You just driving a rocky terrain. Ain't no door. Somebody could fall out the door, fly out the door, get ran over, fall, bust their head on some rocks. It's just rocky. Right now, I feel like things are just kind of up and down and rocky for you, okay? Let's see. Yep. Challenging times. Spirit wants you to understand that whatever you believe will happen, okay? If you're in a relationship and you're having a hard time right now, or the reason why you're not in a relationship is because you're having a hard time, you have to understand and believe and know that these hard times are temporary and they will pass, okay? But you have to know it. It's all about mindset. If you sit in a funk because things aren't going the way you want them to, things are going to stay in a funk. But you step out of this funk and focus on fixing things and getting things together, things will get better, okay? With or without that person, all right? And I hope this sticks with you. You know I send love, but I gotta give it straight. That's what we got the phrase. You know I send love, but I gotta give it straight. Okay, I think we got one more to go, and that is number 4. Number 4 wants to know, will she get back with her ex? Let's see. The question is a good idea for you to get back with your ex is the question. Because they always trying to come back. And y'all, don't forget, Mercury is in retrograde right now. Mercury is kicking ass. Along with the 5 other planets, okay? But I think Mercury and Jupiter get ready to go direct, though. But we had, like, a lot of... So, you might have some exes trying to come back. Thinking they slick. Just remember, whenever an ex trying to come back in your life, it's like, is Mercury in retrograde? I don't know about you, bruh. Come back in a few months. Just kidding. Okay. Spirit is asking you to sit back and be observative about, I said observative, whatever. Just be in observation mode about this situation, you know. You know, there's some things that are not said. There's some truths that are not heard. And some things that you don't see, you know. So, spirits urge you to be cautious. So, yeah, I mean, there's a chance that you two can get back together. But is that the best decision? Is that the best thing for you? So, you know, sit down and weigh out your pros and your cons. And I'm not saying it's a bad person or a bad situation. Y'all could have just split up because y'all just had to split up. You know, y'all could have been in a great relationship. But y'all also could have split up because something better is coming. So, better X, better X, better X. You know, it's up to you. You know what I mean? But be cautious about what you think and what you ask for and what you wish for, okay? It might not be in your best interest to get back with your ex. Sometimes our exes are just sources of comfort. They're your comfort zone, you know? Like my ex. I was with my ex for 14 years. Of course, he's a comfort zone. You know, of course, with him, it's comfort. But it's not really happiness. It's masked. I'm just comfortable there. But was I happy? No. Was he happy? No. Okay. So, it's a possibility that he could come back. I have a feeling that he would. But the question is it wise for you to take him back? Okay. Man, I want to thank y'all so much. This was super dope. If y'all like me doing these, please give me some good feedback and I will continue doing them if y'all enjoyed it, okay? Again, ask yourself, go into meditation, focus on depending on your own intuition because everybody has a sense of intuition and everybody is born. Girl, will you stop licking my leg? Everybody is born with the sense of, I love my dog. Everybody is born with the sense of intuition. Everybody is born with the sense of intuition. Some just are on like different levels. So, you know, always ask yourself and learn to communicate with yourself and learn yourself. So beautiful. Thank you for tuning in and thank you for doing this with me. I hope you guys loved it. I love doing it with you guys and I hope to do it again. Give me some feedback so I know if I can keep going. Also, if you on my YouTube channel, like and subscribe. Show me some love. Subscribe. Share. Okay? Peace.